right?
Yeah.
And while I was there, my parents got another cat because one of our cats passed away, and so they got a kitten. They waited the proper few months, and then so we have 4 cats at home again.
Yeah.
And we got it, and we thought it was a girl because it was advertised to, and we even checked, and it seemed like it was a girl. And we named her Mabel. It turns out when they went to get Mabel her shots, turns out Mabel is a boy. And
Mabel had nuts, did she?
The one I met? No.
No. This was this Christmas break.
Wait, don't you already have a cat named Mabel though?
Oh, you're right. Oh, fuck. What did we? Caroline. That's what we named it.
Caroline.
Mabel is the next youngest cat that we have. But Caroline, a dude. It turns out. So my parents they text me and they're like, "Hey, what do you think of these names?" And they pull up. What is it? George, Leonard, Walter, I think was one of them.
Walter, yes.
I'm so close to pulling it up.
Walter is a good name.
But for
Walter.
Context, our 2 cats that have now passed were Johnny and Henry.
Oh.
We also have Penny, Peter, and Mabel. Okay, so they had it narrowed down to George,
I need to
Leonard,
hang out with your parents.
George, Leonard, Theo, Walter, and Oscar were the names they had it narrowed down to.
That shit, right.
We, the 3 of us, Nick, Susan, and myself, we were like, okay, Walter, definitely top choice for this.
Could you imagine a cat named Walter?
Cat named Walter? He's a black cat with a little white chest.
Oh, that's
too.
a fucking Walter.
Yeah, that's a fucking Walter.
Black.
And I go second
100%.
choice.
Tastes like black.
I go second choice Leonard. Because I'm like, because they like the Big Bang Theory there, and also it's a cat. Maybe he could go by Leo. I don't know. It seems versatile enough. Dude, they went with George.
What?
They named our cat George, dude.
You should have
Oh,
named
Walter.
Dude, Walter.
It turns out Kevin's first choice, my stepfather, he wanted Leonard. And my mom didn't tell him that Leonard was our second choice. She just didn't mention it because she knew that she wanted George over it. I was like,
my
you didn't
gosh.
tell Kevin that we wanted Leo as well? And she's like, I didn't see the reason why I would need to include that.
Oh my gosh.
Fucking woman moments.
I don't think that's like the first time I've caught my mom in the act of doing something, and she's just like, I don't know what you're talking about. Fiona.
That reminds me of my cats. We just adopted 2 kittens.
Oh, hell
Dude,
yeah.
Chad and Brad.
I wanted to name them Chad and Brad.
What are they really
Oh
named?
my god, they were absolutely not. And I was like, Chad and Brad. And I just told everyone they were named Chad and Brad.
Are you telling me your cats are actually named Chad and Brad?
No, my mom named them Cinnamon and Ginger, and I was like,
Dude, Chad and Brad is way better.
Cinnamon and Ginger is pretty good, I'll admit. But Chad and Brad,
well, I posted it on the internet. I was like, welcome, Chad and Brad.
Yeah, he posted on his Snapchat story. He said, welcome to the family, Chad and Brad. And I'm like,
He who
what
posts,
the?
he who posted this to social media first has the right to name the cats.
Yeah, I just call them kittens. I'm not going to accept this defeat. I'm just going to call them Chad and Brad kittens. Cinnamon and Ginger, that's fine, but they're going to get to know me as, I'm going to get to know them, that is Chad and Brad.
Ginger, Chad, and Cinnamon Brad.
I was thinking Hans and Franz. That was pretty high up on my list too.
Yo, Lim, were you there on staff that year that we had the Hans and Franz skit done by
Oh yeah.
True 32? Yeah, and he fucking split his pants in front of the whole camp on stage.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
That's what made me think about that. I was thinking iconic names that come in pairs because
Dude.
they're twin kittens. I was like Chad and Brad or Hans and Franz. What's
Dude.
it gonna be?
That was so great. For those who don't know, Hans and Franz is actually an old school SNL skit that was done with, I want to say it was Dana Carvey and I forget who the other guy was. But it's basically just 2 guys they have a bunch of sweatpants on and like maybe 15 sweaters on, and they're just in the gym being like super muscly German guys, Hans and Hans, and this is how you lift and doing shit like that.
Yeah, wasn't it like a what? It was a
They sound
shitty. They made a shitty Geico commercial for a little
Yeah,
bit, wasn't it?
But so these two kids went up, and that was their weekly, because the end of the week with camp, every troop does a skit or something at the closing campfire, and that was their troop skit because they did Hans and Franz. So they got up in front of the entire camp, and these two kids they're hamming it up like crazy, crowd's going wild, and at one point one of them does a squat backwards towards the entire camp and just full on splits his pants.
Like ass cheek and everything.
No, but you could 100% see
kids.
underwear.
They were like 17-year-old campers. They were like huge.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so these are
were
two
like-
high school
they were like
juniors
actual
going into senior year. And these two dudes are just hamming the fuck out of this thing.
Bro, they were like older than me at the time I was there.
You know what's even greater? They went along with the split pants thing. Like they were fucking having a great time too up there, and I was happy to see that even in that situation they were like, hell yeah, fucking my pants just split, bro. Like,
Dude, who cares? Like, honestly, that made such a good impression. Here we are, like, 5 years later, we're still thinking about it.
we tried after
Like,
that
once,
really hard to get them to come back on staff, but they were both busy for the rest of the summer.
yeah. They were.
What an absolute tragedy.
We got to see them when we did. We're blessed.
Like, hey man, don't you seem to be an actually knowledgeable and not shitty person. Do you want to be a staff member here?
How do you think I got in there?
It was really cool to like do that with the 14 or 15-year-old kids that were going to be CITs, and because they like see you as a respectable person, and they're like, oh shit, Robin wants me on staff. Like, I miss that feeling, you know.
Well, Robin, you also had the best memes of any of the camp staff members.
Dude,
Yeah,
I
like
remember.
the best memes. That alone convinced me. Since I was already going into like NYLT, and I knew you were one of the counselors, and I was like, this man has the best memes. I want to be around him. I want to teach. Like that was a good thing. That was a good time.
Dude, there was a couple kids one year that walked up to me outside the dining hall right after dinner. I was like waiting around for, I think I was doing some OA stuff, so I was like waiting there to do stuff for the Brotherhood ceremony with candidates. And these two kids walk up and they pull their phone out, which I'm already about to be like, hey guys, you're not really supposed to have your phone out here. I mean, it's fine back at the campsite for Scoutmaster's cool with it, but we're at Scout Camp, dude. But he pulls up and he has iFunny open. And he has my page open. He goes, "Is this you?" And I went, "Whew." And I just kind of went in close. I was like, "It is. If you like what you see, that's fine. Please keep this to yourself. We don't need to be talking about this with a bunch of people. You catch my drift?" And they just kind of looked at me and smirked. They were like, "Yeah, we got you." I was like,
Wow. You were a mild celebrity for a second.
Not a second. No, Robin was always like top tier.
Dude, I was top dog in that camp. You know what I'm saying?
So you started the whole Skyrim in the cabin after hours.
Dude, we had 3 TVs hooked up in there, and we had 2 outlets. Each TV.
Dude,
had an
summer I was
Xbox
planning
or
on
PS4.
bringing everything, like monitor and everything, to play more Skyrim.
Yeah, we had, what was it? It was 2 PS4s and a 360. I always had a cabinet not a foot locker, but the coat hanger thing that we had. It was like a bureau in and of itself. I always had that chock full of soda. That was my thing.
I'm gonna find the picture.
We had 24 hours off a week in between like the campers and like a new set of campers. And in that 24 hours, I would every weekend buy like 12 packs of soda because that's how much we had gone through in the past week.
Oh my goodness.
I missed that. I always had my computer
about
open
right.
24/7 playing Spotify that I had downloaded. Hell yeah. Dude, remember watching, what's that movie? 50 Shades of Grey with the boys in the cabin?
That was hilarious.
You what? You watched 50 Shades of Grey?
Yeah.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah. Dude, you're with the boys.
Yeah, it's like literally the cabin. Like anything, like it's like no one cares.
Dude, I was with the science team, you know what I'm saying?
Like we
Yeah,
didn't
I
care.
will say I have
I was
watched some
like-
strange
like
ass
16.
movies with my friends.
No one
You ever
cares.
watch Soul Plane?
Soul Plane.
Yeah. Yeah, that was fucking wild.
Gone. Bruce Adams.
Dude, remember Rubber?
Dude, I loved Rubber. Dude, we had an idea before everybody else did. Me and my friends would sit in a PS4 party chat and all start like some shitty movie on Netflix all at the same time, and would just watch it and just shit on it the whole time. We watched I think we watched Teeth. We did watch Rubber. I think we watched the space Jason movie, like where Jason.
It's Jason.
Yeah, Jason's in space.
Oh, yeah.
What?
It was wild, dude.
No, Jason's over there.
Dude, so you and Nate were cinema arts majors.
Yes.
Did you ever have to watch a movie like Rubber? Because as weird and as maybe not the greatest as it is, I feel like Rubber does kind of hold some merit as far as educational value to the cinema arts majors, you know?
It's iconic at this point. Like,
I've never seen Rubber.
Yeah, same.
So I feel like I have some.
Wow.
wow.
Do you at least know what it is, Nate?
I do not. I'm going to assume that it's a horror movie. I can Google that real quick.
It's basically a horror movie. It's about a sentient tire,
Oh, this.
and it
I feel like I've heard about it.
it just kind of rolls around and then it vibrates towards something, and that something explodes.
Okay.
That can be a living thing. That can be anything.
Looking at.
How much does this movie cost? We have to watch this now. Like,
It's on Tubi for free.
Fuck Tubi,
But
bro.
fuck Tubi,
So
bro.
it's probably like $2 on
Oh,
YouTube.
it's a French independent satirical horror film.
It's a
This is
French
what,
independent. I guess there isn't very much
Wikipedia calls it.
dialogue.
no, it was under the category of foreign movies.
It's
like
basically
on Netflix.
It's basically silent. There's like a side plot where people do talk a little bit, but for the most part, it's just kind of a silent tire being in the situation that it is.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. Some of these screenshots, not of people exploding, but just like of the tire being alone and by itself, look really good.
The cinematography—that's what I'm saying. The cinematography in Rubber is actually crazy good. It just is. It's just a fucking tire.
Here's a. This is such a good shot. I'm gonna post it on the podcast.
You could rent this thing for $3.99 in HD on YouTube.
That is a pretty good. That is a pretty good picture.
Look
Yeah.
how good that looks, Susan. It shouldn't look that good.
I know. I don't think I watched anything similar to that. I don't know about you, Nate. You actually finished it. Did you watch anything?
Well, okay. After the Asian cinema class that we had together, that was pretty much like the last class I had where we actually watched movies.
Yeah.
Just for like as part of our assignments. And in that class, the closest thing that I could imagine that this was to was that Mr. Vampire film.
Yeah.
Which I know that we've talked about in the past, but I
We talked about it on like
loved it.
the second or third podcast.
That's true, yeah.
Because you were like, I loved it. And I was like, I hated it.
Yeah, but we had completely different reasons for and some of the reasons that you hated it, I loved it for.
Yeah. Oh, Lynn has found a picture of the sodas.
Oh my gosh.
That's a lot of
That
soda.
was not. Was that at full stock? I feel like
No,
that's
I don't think so.
that's-
that was
that's
after
definitely
the
Like
below.
is at full stock.
That's definitely below low stock. But yeah, you can see that's kind of our where we hung our uniforms as well. But yeah, bro, I
Not
kept
that I would know. I was never at camp with you guys, but I would say that the amount of soda that you described purchasing, that does not look like the same amount.
No, that's halfway through the week. You can
Yeah.
see there's just like one crock.
I think that's Gray's.
Just one.
I'm pretty sure that's
Has
Austin's.
Somebody got that hungry. They ate the other one.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
are definitely Austin's because he had the fuzzy inside Crocs.
Andrew, that was the year Andrew was working too. He had Crocs.
Oh, that's true. Dude, that was
They
the
all
year
had Crocs.
I cycled through like every staff member during that year in my cabin. Cause there was National Jambo that happened. So like week 3, we just lost half of our staff and a lot of
Joey
the
just
campers.
disappeared.
Yeah. Because everyone that was like really about scouts was like, I'm gonna go to National Jambo in Virginia, I think actually. Yeah, so many great memories from that cabin.
What was it? What was that one called? It was like
Was that birch or was that alder?
it was Alder.
Alder. Yeah, that's right.
It's one of the trees.
That's right, because I lived in Spruce the first year, and then I went to Alder, and then I spent the rest of my time in Oak because I was an adult.
Yeah, that cabin looked sick. I was excited for that.
Dude, Oak, I tricked that bitch out. Holy shit.
I saw it. Remember, I like
Yeah, that's right.
back up there.
You
I saw
showed
it was
up.
pimping, bro.
That's right. That was that when I was still driving the Civic?
No, you had the Dodge.
I did
You
have.
had the
Okay, I had the Dart. Alright.
Dart.
I still got it. Shit works good.
You remember like a month and a half ago when you were like, man, I think it's just time to kill the dart and just
I
Get a new car.
still look at listings for Ford Rangers every night.
Bro, the Chevy S10 won't be disappointed.
So
What to expect?
So actually, my first option is the Mazda B series. I really want a Mazda B series truck,
Those aren't bad.
dude. They can come with V8s.
What?
Yeah.
He goes, what?
That-
No, that's not right. I didn't know Mazda made a V8.
yeah, that's right. Neither did I.
Wait,
Turns out they
Wait,
put
I
them
don't
in
think they
tiny
did.
trucks.
they must have been. They had a partnership with Ford. They must have had like a Ford V8. Remember, like all the American car companies had. Like,
Because
a
it's
partnership.
essentially the same exact body as a Ford Ranger. It's just got the Mazda logo on it.
Just like Chevy,
I-
bunch of Chevy S10s out there that are branded as Isuzu pickup trucks too.
Yeah, S10s are definitely on the list of possibilities. But yeah, dude, the Ranger didn't come out with a V8 model. Only the Mazda for that like style of truck really had a V8. That and Dakotas can come with V8s.
Dakotas did have like a V8 option for
Yeah,
like, they get the job done. Yeah.
They're all from like 03 and 04 too, and they're in pristine condition. They've just lasted forever.
I was thinking about after I fix all of the significant issues with my truck, I was considering putting turbos in it
Yeah.
because they sell kits for that here. I mean, they sell them everywhere, but like I could like easily make like 700 horsepower. I don't know if it's worth it. I'd
Go.
die. Imagine I come to visit you guys and I like just slide out and die immediately in like, a snowstorm.
Dude, I was having so much fun last night. So it's been snowing here for a couple days, which means there's less than an inch, but a lot of ice. And they salt the shit out of the roads, but they don't always plow them. So there's a lot of slush left over in like parking lots. So dude, I've just been drifting everywhere I can. Like I was on deliveries last night, and I was drifting around every fucking corner I could in the neighborhoods, bro.
I drifted into the parking lot yesterday morning.
Dude.
If I want to drift, I have to be going like 50 because everything's like dry pavement here.
Dude, I did a reverse. I drifted, did a 180, and did a reverse entry into the ATM last night, and I was so fucking happy.
Oh, you guys have fun up there.
Yeah, it's a shame they don't know how to drive up here like I do.
It's true if you don't.
We got over here we got a foot of snow, just about.
Oh, dude, I love the snow.
I haven't experienced snow in almost 3 years.
Wow.
Shit.
I'm suffering. Please bring me some snow.
I'll do my best. Yeah, that's like those boxes of water being sent to California. You see those? People just fill up the cardboard with water and it says to California on top of it.
I did see that.
A sweet tree fitty.
A sweet tree fitty. Hell yeah.
Oh, the anniversary of the podcast is coming up.
Is it really?
Yeah, it's almost been a year since
Wow.
we started.
When was the first?
I don't know the exact first date. That's my issue, and YouTube won't tell me.
I forgot. We used to record before even the
Before COVID?
before COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's right, because there was like video to some of the first ones, right?
No.
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 I was on Discord. That's
Yeah.
what it was.
Or you would Facebook message yourself in.
I can see Zach and Lindsay in the background, like tisk. Always pawing at each other. Like, bro, I'm right here watching. I can't move the camera.
Yeah, our anniversary's coming up, and I was like, we should do something cute, but I can't figure out what day our anniversary's on. Because it just tells me, 11 months ago. And I'm like, okay, but what's the actual day? What's the date?
Just check every day until it turns over.
Yeah. Exactly. Just keep checking. Dude, I was rearranging my boxes in Pokemon Home last night. I've got it down to a T, and I finally finished after 7 hours last night alone. I had 5 more hours before. So it saved the 5 hours. But last night when I was done with my 7 hours in the finish, it goes, we have closed you out of Pokemon Home due to your amount of time idle. I was like, that's weird. I was just in whatever. And I went to bed and I got up this morning and it straight didn't do any of the 7 hours of work that I did last night.
No.
It just didn't save it. So I'm like, oh, why? Oh.
Yo, Lim, you reminded me. We have a kid at work. He says, that's fantastic a lot,
Mm-hmm.
but he also scares me. So anytime he's like, that's fantastic, that's great, that's fantastic, I'm like, he's gonna pull out a gun and he's gonna kill all of us. I'm
He
scared.
says it in the.
White
He
kid
says
goes
it
for
in
his
the.
bag.
I'm about to go off.
It's Jay.
Oh, yeah, yes.
He's a scary boy. He reminds me of a school shooter type.
Yeah.
He's scary.
Does he
Yeah.
wear a duster to work every day?
He wears a drug rug, actually.
Yeah.
Oh, serious, does he?
He drug rug. Not,
This is very important. Is it black or tan?
it's mostly gray with, like, red and green on it, I think.
Yeah.
Those are some red flags.
Yeah, I'm afraid to say I would. Time to find a new job.
I think he might be having too soon.
Or
Yo,
figure out a way to get him fired.
He straight up told me one day, he was like, I can't get fired from this job yet. I haven't found another one. I was like,
He knows.
What?
He knows that we all hate him.
yeah. It took me back a second. I was like, wait,
He's self-aware.
what? He knows? He knows that, we don't enjoy his company? We made a Snapchat group chat with all of our Domino's friends, and he entered it, and we all left.
Like, within 2 minutes, everyone had left the group chat. And he watched the whole thing happen. He was like, ooh.
He never said anything about it
Nope,
to me.
he didn't. He didn't bring it up at all. Just
What
took
was he
the
supposed-
L.
What would he say?
I don't know. Bro.
Exactly. It's like, what would you say if that happened to you? I would just roll with it. Like I would just be like, damn, all right. Okay.
I
Let's
have
see how it
something
is.
prepared for if he brought it up to me, but it was never brought up.
Well, then you're all good.
Robin, you just sent me coconut.
Do you not like
I
coconut?
hate coconut.
You don't like coconut?
Mm-mm.
It depends on the coconut. Sometimes I'll have it and I'll be like, hey, that's pretty good. And then other times it's like, I don't like raw, like the really fine raw coconut. Like that's the stuff that isn't good.
Dude, that took me back. That's why I turned around and looked at you for like a third time. Because I was like, what the fuck? Like, I'm like, is he trying to get my reaction of like, icky, icky? But you were just like, yeah, I said you food.
Well, the other thing, I don't know, like,
Dude, never give a girl unmarked chocolates.
it's a good thing I'm eating half of them because I'm down to party.
So,
Robin, you trying to be my Valentine?
one of the guys at work,
I'll give you marked chocolates.
one of the guys at work gave all the girls flowers and chocolates for Valentine's Day, and they're unmarked like chocolates, so we don't know which chocolate is which.
Did they like come like in a wrapper or?
Yeah, it was like heat sealed.
Oh, okay. So,
Yeah, with the plastic wrap.
So you're
around it.
safe.
Yeah, they're fine. But also, you're eating them here, so like Miho isn't here. You're like, man, I'm gonna get her when she's at home with everyone else and not me. Like, what?
Yeah.
So Lynn, how are things in Florida now that Tom Brady has become the new landowner?
well, from that perspective, like Tampa is very happy. Florida's actually happy that we have a team that actually like in general, we have like 2, 3 NFL teams, but like we are actually happy we have a team that like wins now, and it kind of stinks. Like from like one perspective, because when I grew up, I was like, "Oh, the Patriots are like doing so well," and now I just realized, no, it was never the Patriots. It was always just Tom Brady.
Well, now we could have a whole
Honestly, I was
ass
rooting for the
discussion
Chiefs.
about this.
Well, yeah,
Mainly because I wanted. Well, no. I'm saying like I rooted for the Chiefs more because I like Patrick Mahomes, and I just kind of was like, I really want him to like be the one to win.
yeah.
I was-
win this,
I was excited.
and instead it was not that.
I was excited to see if Brady would even be able to perform without like his usual squad. But now that he's back with Gronk, like I think that was all the squad he needed.
See,
Yeah.
I rooted against the Chiefs specifically because I hate them. Like they're so like
Sound reasoning.
like they're just so fucking cocky and arrogant, dude. Like frustrating.
Yeah, dude, I fucking hate the Chiefs. And also, my boy Tom, I'm also a lifelong Pats fan. Still am a huge Pats fan. But it was neat to see Tom go and get a 7th ring.
Now he's got to go for 3 more. He has 1 year left on his contract, and I don't know if he's gonna want to stop unless he gets like injured or something like that.
Yeah, dude, the way he answered the question of, oh, like, do you think you'll be back next year? Just the nonchalant, like, legitimate confidence. Yeah, we're gonna be back. Like, that's how he even phrased it. Like, yeah, we're gonna be back.
It's like, damn, okay.
Like, Jesus. This man he just does it. Like, he wills it into existence. He's like, no, I will have an 11th Super Bowl and I will get an 8th fucking ring.
My theory is he's not
sorry.
gonna retire till all of his fingers have rings on them.
He needs the full 10.
Then
After he
can
won the
rest.
next one, he's like, oop, that was an accident. Guess I may as well keep going. It's probably the way he was thinking, It's like,
Yo,
may
man,
as well
he
just
could have
keep
had
going.
10 had you not lost 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
you gotta learn some point. Like some of them.
But
had
I mean,
to
he
be
didn't
learning
lose. He didn't
experience.
lose those games like. He didn't lose them super early. He lost them like what? Like how many Super Bowl wins before you guys lost to the Giants?
2 or 3.
Yeah, like it wasn't like it was like first time at the Super Bowl lost, second time. Like,
No, it was
like
we're champions.
and then
We're already a dynasty. Like,
and then just somehow lost.
Yo, so in local news here, someone stole one of those one of those funeral homes, their vans.
A hearse?
The hearse?
No, it was a van. It wasn't a hearse.
Oh. Okay.
Stole one of their vans, right, from a Quick Trip. There was a body inside.
Bruh.
Oh no!
Is this
What did you
considered
do?
kidnapping?
No.
No.
No. That's stealing. It's not kidnapping.
No.
It's an object now. That's not a person.
Damn.
I mean, that's pretty messed up because you stole like remains. That's like a whole different ball of wax.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
don't call
It's
it. It's grave robbers. They're stealing, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
Kidnappers.
It's like, oh, you know this
Right.
thing? You get this thing right here that means a lot to you. That like is like all that you have left of the person. Oh, I'm gonna take it. That's like some serious business. Did they get caught?
I don't know. Let me look though, because it's an ongoing thing that I saw like 2
Dude.
hours ago.
How, as a funeral company, you have to go up to their family and be like, hey, so your dad's body. So the funniest thing happened. We were at Quick Trip, right?
We were at Quick Trip to gas up the car, right? And your dad was in the car patiently waiting, right? Because he can't go anywhere.
I mean, he
Yeah,
wasn't
it's
going
just-
anywhere, so
They
you know.
stole your dad
Dad's a
and the
pretty
car.
He's a pretty patient man. It's almost like he has all the time in the world.
We lost your dad's
None
body.
of the time.
They're
Well,
still
that's like a
looking
bad
for the
dish.
people who did it.
So they still haven't found these guys.
Or that poor man.
Dude, I wonder if they knew, that had to have been an accident, right? Where they got in and they're like, oh shit, there's still a body in here? Or
I
what does
could
that imply
I
if
could
they
assume-
wanted that?
It's a weekend at Bernie's kind of thing, you know? They're just
So,
gonna slap him
they
in the front
said
seat,
that-
carpooling lane.
They said that the van was left on unattended.
Bruh,
So
come
they
on.
left it running, I guess, to keep Grandpa warm.
You want to keep him cold, though.
I don't know, man.
I don't know anything about
and
where you
these-
guys live, but is it a place where you would feel comfortable leaving your car running?
No.
North County, no. No. They believe that the van is in Illinois now. As of 5 p.m., the van has not been recovered, nor has the body.
Oh my
god.
Yeah, some carjacker was like, I'm going to get this van, and then there also was a dead body inside, and they're like, fuck
So-
this, I'm going to Illinois.
So it was a man and a
Do you
woman
think-
that took this car.
It was a couple.
It was a couple. I guess they, just needed a ride somewhere. Could you imagine, getting halfway down the road, turning around and seeing, a body and being like, oh no! What have we done?
You reckon they still have it in the van, or do you think they threw it out somewhere?
I hope they didn't throw it anywhere.
I guarantee you they didn't know and just thought it was a free car and they're trying to turn it over and they're probably trying to find a place. Where do they put this? No,
Where
it's
do I
like
bury the
kinda-
body? I got to bury the
kind
body.
of a bit much.
I got a buried body.
Yo, Lynn,
You're
Are you-
Robin.
are you in classes right now?
Yes, sir.
So first off, it's something pilot related, right? That's what you're
No.
going for? No?
That's what I was thinking about, but that's super expensive down here because everyone's trying to do it.
Ah, shit.
So I'd love to.
So what you
But
have
right now,
is-
so I quit my job at the pizza place, and now I work making security systems and stuff like that. And I'm thinking about going for electrical engineering now.
Oh, okay.
Right now, I'm just working on my associate's degree.
All right. Yeah, electrical engineering.
Yes, sir. It's fun.
My stepdad does that, but without the engineering.
I mean, that's good too. That's kind of what I'm
Yeah.
doing now. Is just I quit my old job, and then these people I work for now are like, "We need you to build this.
Ooh,
Here's how. Now keep building it."
okay.
And they're really nice, and they give me food and stuff.
Hell yeah. Dude, I've been eating so much fucking pizza for the past 6 months straight. So many reject pizzas that just go to us because we can't do anything else with it. So
I've gained
many.
15 pounds in 3 months.
Yeah, I weighed myself the other day and realized that I really need to start losing weight. I don't want to talk about it too much aside from just saying that, but
See, that's why you don't weigh yourself.
this
Just don't
this
think about it.
Monday I'm going to start working out.
Just don't think about it.
Just don't think about it.
Look, I'm looking more into the van. Apparently, the body of a woman was inside, but the police declined to say any more about her,
It's me, Mom.
and her body has not been recovered.
Bro.
So it's not a grandpa, but a grandma.
It's me, Mom.
It's
No.
me, Ma.
Oh no.
Is she about to wake up and like belt someone? I better hope she stays down.
God sent me back to Earth just so I could teach you whippersnappers a lesson.
Starts whipping and snapping.
I thought you were about to say and nay.
No. I may be unflappy sometimes. Come on, that's just like a whole different level of just so deaf. She about to start nay-naying in the groove. Now she can nay-nay if she wants. I'll allow it.
Yo, you two just on your phones.
No, I'm looking at the comments of
Nick literally
the
just been scrolling
post.
through Insta this whole time.
I was looking at the comments of the van post, and everyone's like, someone's getting fired.
Yeah, who's the idiot that left the fucking van running and unlocked?
Yeah. Like, what the hell? Someone was like, if that were my family member in the van, I'd be raising hell. And I'm like,
Oh yeah,
yeah?
that's
Any normal person would do that.
I'm gonna be honest. It really depends on the scenario, but I would probably think that this is funny to me now. I don't know if it would be funny if it was my own father that this was happening to, but I do think that
I still think it would be pretty
years
funny.
later would look back on it and go, "That's really funny."
if my father Chad was the one in the casket, I'd be laughing my ass off. Hell yeah. That's a hilarious
I'd be like,
story.
of course this happens to him.
That's like we laugh and we have a good time telling the story about how at my grandfather's funeral we got stuck in the elevator with the casket.
Oh,
Like, that was a hell of a story, bro. My cousin was hyperventilating, having a panic attack, and me and my Uncle Roger were like, pussies. And then the fire department came, and they fixed the elevator, and then we had the funeral. But this was at the church. We were trying to get it up to the main levels of the church, and the elevator broke. What a time.
yo. So this week on Super Bowl Sunday, right? I went into work an hour early so that we could get prep done rather quickly since the game started at 5:30, and that's a ridiculous time for a football game to start.
I talked with my stepfather. That's the time.
Is it?
Every year.
I thought it was like 6 or 7.
That's what I told him too. He's like, no, ever since the Super Bowl's been a thing, Eastern starts at 6:30.
Well, I wanted to start my day with coffee. Starbucks was obviously ridiculously full, so I went to McDonald's. I asked for my food and my frappe, and I paid for it. And I go up to the second window, and they go, but they didn't even like they handed me nothing. They just walk up and go, "Can you pull forward to the first section?" And I go, "Sure." And I pull up. I was like, I'm the only one here. Like, what the hell? This man comes out, gives me my food, goes, "Have a good day." And I went, my coffee? And he goes, "Oh, they didn't give it to you?" And I went, "No, they gave me nothing." And he goes, "All right, I'll be right back." And he brings me a small frappuccino. And I ordered a large. So I immediately go, well, did I pay for a large? Saw that I paid for a large. Saw that a large is $4 and that I was handed a small. So I got out of my car, went into the McDonald's, where I'm probably not allowed because of COVID. I had a mask on, don't worry. I put a mask on, I went in this building, and I went, "Excuse me." And this man turns around and goes, "Oh, yes?" And I went, "I hate to be this bitch, but I ordered a large, and you gave me a small, and that's not gonna last me the ride to work." And he goes, "Do you have the receipt?" And I went, "Uh-huh." And he goes, oh, that does in fact say a large.
Shit.
And they make me another one, and I get both of them. And I'm like, cool, thanks. Get to work. They gave me a medium.
Oh my gosh.
Well, with the small and the medium, that's essentially.
Yeah, I was just kind of like, you know what? Whatever. It's like, it's close enough.
Yo, speaking of shitty McDonald's employees.
Yeah, we just had that today.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
got scammed hard.
Got scammed. We didn't get apple slices with our chicken nuggets.
We asked for apple slices with all of our Happy. We all got Happy Meals because we wanted Pokemon cards, and so we asked for apple slices. None of us got apple slices, and we asked for the double-decker fillet of fish, which they just started doing, and the fillet of fish is my go-to item at McDonald's. I'm kind of a fish sandwich guy, so I'm like, oh shit, double-decker, and we order it plain with cheese. I get home, the thing they globbed on as much fucking sauce as they could. What is that sauce?
Tartar.
Tartar sauce. I fucking hate tartar sauce. Awful. And they globbed like as much as they could on my fucking sandwich. And I'm like, dude, why? It's all over the outside of the bun, bro. Like, that's how
That's
much
how you
shit they put
experience
on
the
it.
flavor. How can you experience the flavor better than if you're not like sucking it off your fingers after the fact?
If you're not drowning in it, they're not doing it right.
But I
Yeah, that's
didn't
right.
want the
You have to be
flavor.
like ill.
I asked for no flavor.
Yeah, and the lady who dropped it off too was super like passive aggressive. A lot of these workers that hand off food,
They
just
were mean to me yesterday too. 'Cause I got we have gotten Happy Meals 2 nights in a row, right? Because Pokemon. I went up to the drive-thru and I was like, "Hello, I would like 2 Happy Meals," and they're like, "All right, do you want extra fries or apple slices?" And I was like, "I want one with apple slices and one with extra fries." And they're like, "All right, sick. Do you want chocolate milk?" And I went, "Yes, I do. Thank you for asking." Got up to the window, paid for it, got up to the second window. She handed it to me and was very disappointed to see there were no children in the car.
Well, let's be honest. This is a 25-year anniversary of a card game. Who do they expect is going to be in the line for these products? I mean, sure, you're going to have some kids, but it's going to be people who are within the 25-year anniversary. Fans of Pokemon cards. Or Pokemon in general.
Dude, Pay Money Wubby. They've been going to different McDonald's to get these Pokemon cards so that they can open them on stream for Alex's stream. And he had an argument about how he couldn't order 200 Happy Meals because he just wanted the cards. And he's like, all right, well then I'll take 200 Happy Meals, please. And they go, no, we're not going to do that.
That poor minimum wage kid. No, I don't think I'm going to make 200 Happy Meals for you, actually.
Yeah.
Okay, but in that defense, I wouldn't want to do that either.
Yeah, exactly. Some
I've
guys.
seen what those guys have to do. I wouldn't want to do that. Just to know he's going to throw them all out just for the cards.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
Susan, what if you came into a timed order for 200 pizzas?
No.
No, you call them up, be like, no, actually, we're not doing that.
No, actually,
Sorry,
I
bro.
don't think I will. We have several timed orders for tomorrow.
Yeah,
One's
too
a
bad Kate opens.
one's a $200 order. The other is a $180 order.
There's a $45 for like 6:30.
Yeah.
Like, okay, I get that you want pizza tomorrow night for dinner, I guess. Like,
Yeah.
Aw.
really? Put it in a timed order? Like that?
Apparently tomorrow a bunch of the kids at school are having Valentine's Day parties.
Um,
And I didn't realize kids were still allowed in school.
Lynn, is that an actual tattoo of Florida on that man's forehead?
It is indeed.
Oh my
That's
gosh. Sometimes
Oh,
whenever I read the headline, Florida man does blank, I immediately think of Zach.
Dude, have you done the Florida Man thing yet with the articles? So like, there's a
No, I don't
Florida
think so.
Man article for each day of the year, like all 365. If you look up what the article was from your day, like that's like your Florida Man birthday.
Oh my gosh.
So like Nate, you and I both have the same, obviously, with December 1st.
Yeah.
But Lim, when you're a summer baby, aren't you?
I'm a February baby.
February. Oh, I was way the fuck off. All right.
No, you're good.
When in February?
The 20th.
I'm
I'm already looking at my Florida.
We got 9 days.
It's coming up.
I
What
got
are we
9
gonna
days.
get, Lim?
Lim, is this your 20th, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I'm a little one.
Yo. For
I
once.
gotta go like burn a house down. Edit that out. There's some rebellious stuff.
Just Florida things.
I think legally we're okay. It's if they're in imminent threat of being burnt that we have to take action.
So I googled Florida man and then my birthday. And the first thing that comes up is a Florida man accused of using Kool-Aid packets to steal nearly $1K in Walmart.
See, that's the thing. It's always a crazy one too. So Lim, what's your February? Look up Lim's February 20th.
I'm already reading it. This is good.
What you got?
Just look. Oh man. Oh boy.
Florida man attacks gas station clerk with hot dogs, corn dog stick over beer, cops, and this is ...
Well, yeah, because I mean, the liquor laws here.
Wow.
They don't sell beer after they don't sell any alcohol after 2 a.m. So there'll be people at parties and they'll get freaking torn out and bent out of shape beyond belief. Because they're man, I want to buy a 30 rack of Busch Light.
Mine
The
is
guys sorry, G, it's 205. Can't help you.
mine is Florida man attempts to hide underwater from the cops.
Mine and Nate's. Florida man offered to pay officer with hamburger for oral sex.
Oh, that's so good. That's so
Robin, you heard about how Will came down here.
What'd you say, Lim? Sorry.
I told you Will came down here for some Florida shenanigans.
Wait, Martin?
Yep.
Yo, I think you did.
Yeah, that was a while ago. But he got to witness Florida. We went to a Publix, and he's like, "This is pretty cool."
Hell yeah.
Do you guys have Publix up there?
No, they don't.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, but we don't have it here. And it's also not in Vermont.
It's the supreme version of Price Chopper.
Yeah, basically.
Imagine Price Chopper, but not trashed and ghetto.
Okay.
Shit.
The Price Chopper in West Lebanon is disgusting.
Well, that's no offense, but that's West Lebanon.
That's New Hampshire.
Yo, I think I've mentioned it on the podcast already, but Lim lives he lived in Vermont, kind of on the New Hampshire border, over in that area. And a lot of New Hampshire, on the border, they have these big shopping centers, these towns that are basically nothing but shops, because New Hampshire doesn't have, what is it, sales tax? There's no sales tax. So everyone in Vermont,
15% or something like that.
Yeah, so they have this huge fucking Home Depot over there. Because if you want to buy a big ticket appliance or something like that, you can go to the Home Depot in New Hampshire, and they don't have shit on sales tax.
Yeah, they don't care. Why would you pay why would you buy a washing machine? I don't know how much they cost, but just say it's $1,000, and then imagine paying literally $150, $200 of tax.
Yeah,
and then the fact that Vermont literally doesn't have places to do that stuff because they're so hostile to big business.
Mm-hmm.
So it's you just may as well drive to New Hampshire, though, because you're gonna end up driving to Montpelier or freaking Brattleboro.
Yeah.
And then still gonna pay like some stupid amount of money.
Yeah.
It's like if you want to do business, you gotta go down to New Hampshire.
Yeah, dude.
That's where you do your business.
That's whenever I used to drive down to Boston, like the Boston area, that was my first pit stop on the drive. I'd stop in West Lev, right on the New Hampshire border. I'd go to Taco Bell because I fucking love Taco Bell, and I don't get enough of it up in the north.
Our Taco Bell down here is so good. It's like literally, it'll be like 2 a.m. It's like out to the road.
Ooh.
Like we have a UF1, like the route US one that goes right through our town.
Oh yeah.
And so, literally, like the Taco Bell's like off US one, like in like a little mall, and the line will just go all the way out to the road. It'll be like 2 a.m. So people are just sitting, just stationary in US one. Because there's nobody else out except the cops and the Taco Bell.
Goddamn Taco Bell.
Even the cops will be at Taco Bell too.
In St. Charles, whenever we all used to go to Gingham's, right?
Yeah.
I went to Gingham's one time at 5:30 in the morning because I was still awake, I was hungry, and nobody else was awake. I was sad and I wanted to be where people were, right?
Yeah.
Every cop in St. Charles was at Gingham's whenever I went.
Man, I miss Gingham.
Like,
I
no
believe it.
joke. All of them. They all got a call. They all hesitated to answer and went, "Who wants to bet that they're going to the casino?" And somebody went in the microphone, or went in their like little speaker thing. They're like, "Where was the suspect like leaving from?" They go, the bridge with the casino," and they're like, "Called it."
Dude.
It's pretty funny that they were gonna say we're gonna bet on something around the casino, which
The whole town's around the casino.
Oh my
it's
God.
true.
Is
It's
that-
the only thing on the water.
Dude, those officers were profiling, and honestly, we need to see-
I was like, I don't know what I'm witnessing. I don't know what kind of energy this is.
Dude, Gingham's is just its own dimension, dude. It's for those who don't know, Gingham's is kind of a diner spot just down the road from our college, and it was open 24 hours. They served breakfast and lunch. You could have like waffles. It was basically like the ultimate Waffle House Denny's combo with also a lot of really good burgers, mac and cheese. And there was smoking allowed inside, which today is not allowed almost anywhere.
Yeah. Basically, their slogan was like anything your grandma would make, kind of thing. And they had like
The greasiest fucking amazing burgers. The mac and I used to order
The
just
mac and
straight
cheese
up
bites.
5 sides.
the
of
mac and cheese bites.
Oh.
Didn't they just move down the street though?
Yeah, to a nicer building.
A bigger building.
I'm
Yeah.
sure there's no smoking allowed in this building.
Oh, there's still smoking
Is
allowed
there?
in this building. Yeah. I mean, not many people actually smoked, but there was a lot of vaping that went on in there.
I mean, yeah,
Being in a college town.
I'm sure it was more like juuling, not more of vaping. Like,
A little bit of both.
All right, Rhiannon may be here, so she may run in real quick while we finish up.
We just got a Culver's, Robin. I know I told you.
Culver's is pretty good.
We got a Culver's, and it's like one of the first ones in Florida or something like that. It's like 1 out of like 5 of them or something like that.
Huh.
Oh my goodness, it's so good.
So, steak and shake, but better, you say?
Yes, our steak and shake is like
Because
it's like gas if you're willing to wait 45 minutes.
whoa, because Steak and Shake, where we're from, is insanely quick as far as what I can tell.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot like it's wicked fast, and I've stopped off at them in Indiana and also in Illinois, and they're just as good.
Well,
And
what's
dude,
fast here? Our version of like a fast and good is Chick-fil-A. Our Chick-fil-A is like the line will be out to US 1 because it's right next to Taco Bell.
Dude.
The line will be out to US 1, and like within 10 minutes you'll have your order placed and your food in your car.
Dude,
It doesn't matter how many
so
people are
nice to me.
And then our Culver's is like 45-minute wait time because it's brand new and everyone's like, I want this.
dude, on God, my favorite fast food joint is Steak and Shake. No questions asked.
I really like their shakes, but like ours is just so slow. I just can't go because I don't have the time to wait.
Lynn,
I
need
would
you
go
to,
there all the time.
I need you to go there, and I need you to try something. Okay?
I'll write it down.
It's called the 7x7.
Okay. Tell me more.
It's their secret menu item, as most places have their one.
So this will take me an hour and a half to get this person.
It's worth the wait. Just trust me on this one.
Okay. Alright, I just wrote this down. Put it on the back of my phone.
It will fill you entirely. I would not recommend fries with it, and I wouldn't recommend any thick shakes with it.
Is it like, what is it?
It's a 7-layer cheeseburger.
Holy shit, my
It's
gosh.
7 patties.
Yeah, it's 7 patties and 7 slices of cheese of steak and shake burger.
Am I to understand you guys have had it too?
Oh, me and Nick are a bit of a frequent steak and
I'm
shake.
the one that told you about
Yeah.
it.
I could go there right now. They're open
Dude.
to like 2.
We had a tradition when I played football in high school, and after the games, if they were home games, we would drive over to the next town, which is only like 10 minutes away, and we would go to the Steak and Shake there, and we would all order 7x7s.
All right.
There was like 10 of us one time, so like they had 70 hamburgers going.
Oh my gosh.
We had a similar thing with theater. After our Friday night performances, we'd go to Steak and Shake, and we'd all order shakes, but most of the boys would order 7x7s to try and race each other to see who could eat it faster.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That sounds so good.
It's
No, I might even do that tonight. I haven't eaten and I've eaten like 2 things today.
oh, buddy, this is the
I
play.
had a
Trust me.
bowl this morning. Oh, this sounds good. Dude, this sounds fantastic.
Oh yeah.
Can you does it still come with like the condiments?
Yeah, I get. I think
Or is it just
I think
cheese
it
and
comes
meat?
with cheese
It's just
and
cheese.
it's just cheese. I typically get it with ketchup, or do I put? No,
You
I
put
put the
ketchup
ketchup
you
on
put
at home.
ketchup on
That's
at
what I
home,
do.
yeah.
But yeah, it comes regular with just meat and cheese.
Oh, buddy, that sounds so good.
That
I've never had this 7x7, but I know what I'm doing the next time I'm anywhere near a Steak and Shake.
yeah. I really like their what is it? Is it the Butterburger? That one, or maybe it's the
dude.
Wisconsin
Dude,
something.
the Culver's Butterburger is pretty decent. Didn't really taste much butter, but I was impressed.
See, I haven't been to a Culver's because there's not really one that's like immediately around here, and also I haven't heard like whenever I ask like a Missourian like what they think of Culver's, they're like, it's just kind of That's what I normally get. So I was like, I guess I don't really have much reason to go.
For me, it's exciting for me
There's like
because
Culver's
like
2.5 miles away from here.
for me it's exciting because in Florida you have every restaurant chain known to man.
Yeah.
Like the only ones you don't have are like the hyper local ones. Like we have a Whataburger, we have McDonald's, of course, we have Taco Bell, we got Arby's, we got some like pretty. We got of course we got like freaking what's it called like Waffle House. We got it's the South. We got what's the other one? Shit, man, Chuck E. Cheese's. We got like literally just name it. We've got it somewhere.
Chuck E.
10 miles.
Cheese.
We've got Bojangles. We've got like I'm seriously just like name it like and then like
Do you have
Just like-
Shoney's?
Shoney's.
Yeah.
It's probably in Jacksonville. Let me look it up. How do I spell that?
I don't know.
Because if we don't have it, Jacksonville has it. We also have like an Aldi's, which is like a grocery store, which is freaking weird.
No, Aldi's is amazing.
I've only been in one, and it was in it was just south of Boston, and it was just weird. I didn't feel right in there. Like I felt like I wasn't supposed to be in there.
What? What do you mean?
I felt not
Which
welcome.
Which restaurant?
Aldi's.
No, Aldi's is that's like a supermarket. It's like IKEA, but like a supermarket.
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable in there. I didn't like that.
No,
I didn't like
It feels
that
like, you know,
experience.
it's like I like food, but also if I'm gonna be buying food that
Aldi's
cheap,
Aldi's is
Yeah.
a fancier Dollar General for food.
yeah,
Yeah.
they get away with all this.
Yeah.
They get away with doing the things they do.
Dude,
because
they
don't
live
have
in the
that.
future though. Like they make you like want to put your cart back where it belongs so you can get your quarter back.
Oh, by the way, we do have a Shoney's, but it's in Orlando, so I have to drive like an hour.
Man,
Orlando.
the one I looked up was in Panama.
Bruh. This looks pretty good. Oh, it's a Midwest South thing. Holy
Yeah,
crap! I
well,
live in South
that's-
Carolina. There's like,
That's Missouri, Midwest South.
alright, I'm looking at where you guys live.
Oh, the St. Louis area.
I'm not seeing any Shoney's.
No shit.
Still early.
No chance.
We're about to have a Whataburger though.
Yo, for real?
Yeah, they're making some. They're making new locations in the Midwest area, and they said Missouri should get 2. So I assume 1 in St. Louis, 1 in Kansas City.
No, I mean you guys live in a. Wait, I just realized Kansas City is literally like trying to be a part of Kansas, but it belongs to you guys, doesn't it?
There is
Who wants
technically a
to
Kansas
be
part
to
of Kansas City.
Kansas City is 2. There's a Kansas City, Kansas, and a Kansas City, St. Louis.
Missouri.
Missouri.
What?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Fucking rotted.
Did you know Illinois borders St. Louis as the state?
Yeah, I think everyone did.
What?
No, I was thinking.
Did
No,
you know that Illinois
no,
border
because
of
she
St. Louis?
because she just called the whole state of Missouri
Yeah,
St.
but
Louis.
St. Louis is also bordered. The entire east side of St. Louis is bordered by Illinois.
Do you guys
So
have an
you were
idea?
just stating a
Do we have an
fact.
idea? Yeah, I'm pretty sure we have an idea.
Yeah,
Oh
we have
yeah,
an
we
idea.
have an IKEA.
That's
I like the
I love my
the
idea.
awkward sound. Just like,
so the
Dude,
diner
I
at
should keep
IKEA
that
is-
in too.
Oh. So let's.
I'm just thinking about that 7x7. Wait, what's that?
No, you're good. You thinking about the 7x7? I get it.
understandable.
So what were you saying?
Shit.
I often have visions of it.
So you're in school, and then you also have a job, and you also
Yes.
tinker with your truck quite a bit, from what I can tell.
Yes, sir.
Do you ever watch any or do you watch like TV, movies? Like what do you? I know you frequent the memes, but I wonder where you have time to watch like Attack on Titan or some shit.
Well, that's the trick, Robin. I don't.
All right.
I watch
Oh,
TV
that's
on.
right.
I do homework on Friday nights, and then I watch TV. Unless the boys are like, "Let's go to Chili's." In that case, I'm Chili's.
Yeah, fair.
I use Friday night to do homework.
I don't know.
Like it's just the way it is. Like I wish I had more time to watch TV. But I was just busy. Like I've really been into. I started watching that show WandaVision. Like I know
Oh
it's
shit.
like brand new, but like I've really been enjoying it. I don't know if you guys have seen it yet.
I've not seen it yet.
I've not sat down to watch it yet, but I've been meaning to. Like,
Yeah, that's where
I
I'm
would- I would recommend it if you've seen all of the other Marvel movies because I tried showing it to my dad and he's seen like Avengers 1. He was like, "What the hell is going on?"
Yeah.
So if you liked the like all of the latest Marvel movies, you'll like WandaVision. But if you don't see any of those, you're just gonna be like, "Huh, cool. I don't know who they are, but they're colorful, cool.
Yeah.
Fine. I don't know the story. That's basically how you're gonna feel."
All right.
Hmm.
Yeah, I've been.
That's right, Robin, you started watching Attack on Titan. How is it?
I'm about halfway through season 3 right now. I think I've watched 12 of the 22
Oh, wow.
in season 3. Yeah, season 2 only has like 10 or 12 episodes in it, so it kind of flies. Season 1's long though. But
season
it gets-
1 is long.
I think personally it gets better after season 1. Like it does a decent job in season 1. It gets better as it progresses, and then season 2 starts out strong. And it's season 3. I like it. I'm liking it.
What point are they at in season 3? Because I remember way back whenever the first season came out. After it got done, I started reading the manga for it. So
blonde bitch is now queen.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's where I'm at right now. And she's adopted a bunch of orphans.
Okay.
She's nice. And I think that's where I've left off.
All right.
Yeah. This is
We should
cool
be fun
shit.
to watch. I mean, Attack on Titan sounds like it would be fun. Is it like an anime or what is it?
It's an anime.
Oh, it's an anime.
It's
Okay, straight up. Okay.
It's done in kind of a shonen style. I'm not sure if you're familiar.
No, tell me more.
So shonens are kind of like Dragon Ball. If you ever watched Dragon Ball as a kid, there's actually only like 7 minutes of new content per episode. It's mainly flashbacks or like next time on or previously on. Like there's a whole lot going on that isn't the actual show. You know, like it doesn't contribute to the plot at all.
Yeah, I see.
It's done
I've always
kind
said
of.
with shonen anime, you could skip the first like 5 minutes and the last 5 minutes, and you would basically still know what's going on.
Yes, you would. Well, yeah, 100%. The reason they do that is because they release it like every week, so it's like a reminder of like, hey, remember last week? Maybe here's a little jogger. Or next week, ooh, tune in again. But like
They also do it for in case somebody who has never seen it before would like catch an episode. They'd be like, I don't know what's going on, and then they're already caught up.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's become kind of outdated because like it's kind of rare that happens nowadays. Like I could see it back in like I don't know the 90s and before, where like it was like you truly would scroll through the channels trying
Early
to find something.
2000.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas now there's like I don't know. But it's done kind of in that fashion, but there's also a lot of action, and I truly enjoy the plot. And I feel like they don't do as, like, bad flashbacks every 10 seconds, you know? Like, there's a flashback every couple minutes, and it's like, oh yeah, that's right, that actually did happen. It's not as, like, in your face about it. But dude, the action, holy shit, the action is great. It's really great.
You know what's coming back soon? My Hero Academia.
Yeah, which is everything I hate about a shonen.
Yeah.
Really cool powers,
Really?
and I
You
really
don't
like.
like? You're not a fan of My Hero Academia?
The fucking main character is the whiniest little piss baby I've ever seen in modern day cinema
It's true.
or television. I don't know.
Deku a bitch.
It's true.
Okay,
He's gotten,
all right. You
he's
know,
gotten a
I
lot
hadn't thought
better.
about that, but you are correct. Yeah, that's a.
He's gotten a lot better.
Anytime anything with any emotion happens, the bitch is already tearing up. And it can be from excitement, it can be from sadness, it can be from anger. He's crying all the time.
Me too, though.
And there is that type of happiness where you do kind of like tear up and you're like so overwhelmed, but you don't just fucking bawl.
It's okay to cry, but Jesus Christ, bro, your emotions can be mild at times as well. It doesn't need to be like 100% emotion 24/7, you know?
Hell, even Bakugo does a good job of maintaining his emotions.
Yeah.
Like, he can be angry, but he's not constantly shouting. He can be, like, grumbly. He can be very quiet. He can be very loud. But there's a variety within that same emotion. Deku just has the same
he's just
everything.
screaming and crying all the
Listen, I'm
time.
gonna throw it out there. Deku was bullied for a reason.
Yeah, he was. It wasn't just because he didn't have powers. It's because he was a whiny little bitch baby.
Like, not having powers was definitely the root. However,
Jesus, man, you weren't helping yourself.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, Deku kind of cringe.
Yeah.
But I like most everything else about the show.
Except for the purple boy, the great ball.
Oh, you don't like him?
Minetta.
You don't like the little pervy 3
No,
foot
he's
tall boy?
trash. Anybody who says that he isn't is lying to themselves.
Oh.
Listen.
But
Because
he
They
takes
think
the
it's
ball.
funny to troll
He
people.
takes the ball off his head and he throws it, and it's sticky. What is not to like about this power?
To quote, I almost said Steve Jobs. To quote Steve Harvey, balls.
Wow.
Show us balls on the board. Okay, I'll be quiet.
I think we're about wrapped up. I don't know. Do y'all have any other stories?
No, I'm actually just one small thing. I'm thinking about buying a minivan just for fun.
Oh?
A minivan just for fun.
Yes, but
What
not
kind of
just any-
minivan?
Look up Toyota Previa minivan.
Oh, gee. All
It's
right.
the egg.
Yeah.
Literally, it is shaped like an egg.
It's what ruined the car industry, and they're like, hey, we can make minivans rather than making good station wagons, which were just as good. And now there's minivans everywhere, and I can't find a Saab wagon.
Minivans are kind of ugly as shit, too.
And it does
Yes.
kind of look like an
I
egg.
want a blacked out slave
Well,
to the ground.
that's the new model. It's the 2021.
Ah. Well, it does kind of look like an egg.
What?
If I get a van, it's gonna be a Volkswagen van.
Oh,
Why?
yeah, why?
Just fuck the environment.
old ones.
Oh, the bus.
Yes.
Okay.
I thought you just meant the minivan.
No.
Yeah, I was like, the
Like, I'm a fan of wagon, but why?
No, the old one. I went to a meeting with my photographer, and I saw one in the parking lot. I'll insert the photo here. Wow, look at that. So pretty. Stop! Stacy,
No, Stacy's too good of a.
She's
Plushie.
smiling. She likes it.
But she also got a lot of phallic looking pieces.
Damn, she got a hell of a
So
fupa.
You kind of, hey, oh Jesus.
And a lot more tentacles than I was expecting.
Alright, I think that about does it. We'll catch you next week.
Her
Everybody
tip is
say
so hard.
bye-bye.
Bye.